Hatsy and I'm back with another speed build in The Sims 4. Today we are going to be building a beachside house. So I wanted to build one of these so badly because I don't think that I have done one for a while, and the last beach house that I didn't look so beachy. So I thought I'd give it another go and I'd try and create something that I personally liked and I would personally live in. So I got loads of inspiration for this build from Pinterest, and I love and hate it, you know. I love Pinterest because it's really creative and you can find loads of amazing ideas on it and stuff. But I also hate it because it keeps trying to set me up with people and I don't understand what's going on. So like every now and then I'll get a notification on my phone saying Hattie and such, it's a match. And it's just like, really? You're gonna match me with somebody just because we both like suburban houses? Like, what? So I don't really understand it. Maybe I'll figure out one day, maybe I won't. And maybe it's best to keep it that way. So yeah, anyway, I got really inspired by a picture that I found off there, and it was of a house that had a boat underneath it. And I really like that because I think for a beach house, that's amazing. That is like one of the best things that you can have, because I feel as if people that live near beaches have a tendency to enjoy boats and things like that. Now, I don't know if that's true, but I'm just saying that if I wanted to live near a beach, I would probably like boats. It just made sense. And also, I know this person that has a house in Switzerland who has a very similar thing. They have like a boat underneath their home, and I liked that idea. It's just super convenient. I think one of the questions that I'll probably get from it though is like, how do you get the boat out of the property? It just doesn't work. So what I was thinking is there's like a garage on the back right of the build, and I'll eventually add that, so you'll see that in a little bit. And what would happen is the boat would go out of the garage through a tunnel, and then there you go, you can sail away. So I thought that was an interesting idea personally, but I don't know if everyone else will. But you've got to try new things, because if you don't try anything new, then you will never know. And this build was very long as well. I was actually very surprised because I thought that this would be a huge mansion in the end, but it doesn't actually end up being that big. It looks a lot bigger than it actually is, so that's pretty fun. Anyway, moving on to the fact that it's a dream house. I usually talk about that in the first minute or so, but I kind of forgot just for a second, but back to it now. The family are called the Deans, and they were made by Bulldog897. And the description is Cherry Dean, a single caring mum who wants a new beachside home. Ellie Dean, a cute 7-year-old child wanting to live somewhere where she can make new friends. I just thought they were such a cute family when I saw them, and I don't know, the mum just stood out to me. I just thought, she looks interesting, let's build her a house. So this is her beach home. And I think that she kind of reminds me of one of the Calientes. I can't remember if it's Dina, but she used to be one of my favourites in like The Sims 2, I think, when she first made an appearance, to my knowledge. So I thought that would be kind of interesting. And yeah, hopefully it could be a fun build, but it will be on the gallery now. So if you want to go and get it, it's HatsyYT. And I was really excited about the gallery the other day because I signed on to find there's 30,000 followers on the gallery. That is absolutely insane. Like, I'm so happy that 30,000 people follow me on the gallery. That is just crazy. Because, I don't know, it means a lot to me because I started there. So to know that I've come this far. I went from the gallery to the forums to YouTube. Yeah, it's been a crazy time, but I'm happy that it all happened. So anyway, the build itself has some really odd colours mixed in with it. So I didn't know what I was doing when it came to picking the colours out. I'm never good at this. I wish I just had a friend that I could sort of give the computer to at this time And they just come on and do it for me and just be like, do you know what, it's fine, like, I'll sort it out. I can colour coordinate. I've never actually been good at colour coordinating, even with clothes and stuff like that. Yeah, I just used to have this like one pair of school shoes when I was younger, and I used to wear them everywhere. I used to swear by them. And all my friends would say, here she is again, wearing her school shoes out in public. Yeah, wasn't my finest moment. It really amazes me that there's like fashion channels and stuff on YouTube, because I'm really interested in that sort of stuff, but I just don't know how they do it. I follow loads of people, honestly loads. I think some of like my favourite channels at the moment have been just general fitness stuff, but I really like fashion and makeup. Actually, no, I don't watch a lot of makeup videos because I feel as if I've got my own routine that I don't want to mess with anything. I just wear the same makeup every day. Going back to the build, I was changing the colours around and I was trying to make it work. It wasn't really working that well at this point. I didn't feel like, anyway. Just wasn't for me. Like, I couldn't decide whether I really loved this house or I really hated it and I just wanted to delete it. Because it's weird, isn't it? It's not my usual kind of house. You wouldn't think, oh, that's nice, that's pretty. I don't think people would. I think people would look at it and think, that's one strange beach house. I can't believe she built it. But I think it's good to try new stuff, so that's what I was really going for. I did also forget that the original plan was to have like a spa downstairs on the second basement floor, but I didn't do that in the end. So if you did want to do that, then the windows are there, so you could if you wanted to. But I just didn't, I forgot. Sorry. But yeah, there's so much you can do. And I think one of the best things about this house is you really can expand it easily. Like, there's a whole third floor that I just didn't decorate because I wanted to focus on the first and second floor, and like, I didn't know what to put up there. I thought that the house was already big enough for the two of them. I felt as if I went any bigger, or I really started to build in the areas that were just initially there for decoration, it would have been too much. So this is a decking area here. Now, I didn't plan ahead because the decking is on the wrong side of the build and there's no real entrance to it. So I had to sacrifice the whole room so that it has like a staircase going down to get to this balcony area. But it's really cute, and you can have the family out here and they've got like a hot tub, and yeah, I'd imagine this to be like a really nice party area. So maybe there'll be parties. I don't know. You can decorate it how you want. I did that with it. I had a hot tub, like I wanted to put a hot tub there, so that is why I did that. Going on to the inside of the house. So yeah, you'll see what I mean now. I mean, what on earth is this? It's tiny. I thought this would be so much bigger, but it's not. But I was okay with that because I thought, well, this is perfect because it looks really big and kind of pretentious in a way, but in actual fact, it's pretty small and it's okay for a family of two. So that's good. I always like to have bigger houses or make the houses look bigger than they are. I just think it's better sometimes, I think. Yeah, I'd rather have a house that looks bigger than it actually is than have a house that looks smaller than it actually is. And speaking of houses that look smaller, so there used to be this house that was in Kidderminster. I say used to, it's probably still there. So it's basically a row of terrace houses, but in the middle of the terrace houses, there was just this like random door. And it turned out that that was someone's house. Like, that was the world's thinnest house, I swear. They must have had like a meter. That was it. That was the leeway of that home. It was just tiny, but it must have gone back a long way. That's what I was thinking, because terrace houses often do. If you've seen English terrace houses, they often look a lot smaller than they actually are. I think the only problem with that is the fact that you would have a thin house with walls going all the way down so that you could hear neighbours on both sides. But as long as you get the right neighbours, why not? Absolutely, why not? Yeah, anyway, this was the kitchen in here. I need to stop talking about the strangest things, I swear. So this was a room that I didn't know what was going on, honestly. I wanted to try something different, but it just ended up looking really odd. But I did go back and I corrected it, and I think that by the end, the kitchen does actually look pretty good. Now with the interior, I went through some things with it. However, the interior for this build ends up being one of my favourites, and that is because the whole downstairs floor of the build looks as if it's been recycled, or whoever owns it, which is the lady, Cherry Dean. Yeah, Sherry or Cherry, I don't know. I prefer Cherry, that's quite a nice name. Yeah, it looks as if Cherry's just like gone and bought a load of stuff, but it doesn't all match together. But it works, it really works, and I was proud of it. So I was trying to use like loads of different items from loads of different packs and also styles, because we have a menu that you can filter out, and you have like some options on there like gothic, French countryside, or like whatever, you know, etc. You'll know if you use the filter option on the bottom right to filter items. Well, I mixed every style together, but I was proud. It wasn't looking so great at this point, but by the end, it turned into the kind of house that I would actually live in myself. It was a sort of decorating skills that I wish that I had in real life, I swear. I don't know, like, how do I do this in The Sims? I have no idea. I feel confident now decorating houses, and I feel excited to like try new things, but when it comes to my own house, it's all cream. There are no pops of colour. There's nothing interesting, it's just all cream. It's like I've played it so safe. I have the safest house ever in terms of colours. And because it's a new build, we had the walls painted just a generic cream colour, and they haven't changed. And I was really, I wouldn't say sad. I don't know what the word is. Jealous? Maybe? Maybe slightly. I don't get jealous as in, oh, I hate this person for what they've got. It was more of me saying, oh, I'm really happy for them, but I would also really like that myself. So I got a sneak peek of one of the houses down the road from me, and the person that owns it is like an interior designer and stuff, and they're really into fashion and whatnot. Yeah, I had to go and pick up a parcel from their house because it got delivered falsely to them, and they opened the door, and oh my goodness, it was like a show home. It looked incredible, and I was just wishing, like, can't we swap? Like, can't we just swap though? Because why does your house look so nice and mine is just so bland? I did actually try to jazz my house up though. I tried to ring Laura Ashley because I wanted what they offer. Yeah, they basically offer this thing where an interior designer will come around to your house and help you pick things. And then like you get a discount on those items because you've booked with them. So Belle actually recommended it to me, my best friend, and she said that her aunt did it. So I was really excited about that. And I filled out the form online, which took quite a while, I think, just from memory. And I specifically said on the form, please don't ring between the hours of, 1 and 3. And also please email. Like, how more specific can I be? Because this is the thing, okay? I know that I probably come off in some of my videos like I'm getting annoyed about really small stuff. There's probably people like nodding their heads right now like, yeah, that's exactly how you come off. However, it really irritates me if I specifically ask for something like, for instance, do not ring me between these hours, and then someone rings me between them. And that was the whole thing with Terry. Like, it wasn't the fact that she was a nasty person and I hated her, etc. It wasn't anything like that. It's nothing personal against her. But it was the fact that I specifically asked because I'm really busy between those hours. Like, they are the hours, probably like the only few hours in the day that I'll be able to record for. Because in the morning, I'm doing like house stuff, and then sort of mid-morning, I'm like out and about. I say out and about, I go to the gym, that's as far as it goes. And then later on, like, that's my recording time. So what does Laura Ashley do? They ring me 3 weeks later, like pretty much when I've forgotten about the fact that I even signed up for it. And yeah, number one, they ring me, and number two, they ring me between the hours that I specifically asked for them not to. So I didn't go with them in the end. I was really polite though on the phone. I was just like, yeah, I'm okay, thanks. I found someone else now. I didn't explain why I wasn't going to go with them, but that was the reason, because it just kind of irritated me a bit. Different things wind different people up, and this is just one of the things that irritates me a little bit. Yeah, like if I had a list of pet hates, that would be one. I know that some things are by accident and stuff, but it was just as if like they probably didn't like even check the form or anything like that I spent ages filling out. So there we go. Anyway, back to the interior. So now you can see a drastic change in the main area. So I don't even know what to call it. It's like a kitchen, dining room and lounge all in one. But I really like that. And also I've found in the past that may be in some places quite common with beach houses. So I've only been in 2 beach houses and I have a very bad beach story, but I don't want to show it because it's, I don't know, I think it will paint me in a really bad picture. Yeah, if my other videos don't, then this one will. So maybe I'll tell it on my second channel or something. But yeah, I've been in 2 and they've both had just a very open plan lounge, dining room, kitchen, etc. So I think that's the way forward for something like this. And because it's quite a small house, it's nice to do that as well because it makes it look as if it's just like more spacious. So yeah, I was excited about that. The upstairs was a little bit more beachy than the rest of it, I think, especially the main hallway upstairs and also the outside area just with those blue and white chairs. That's what I thought anyway. It just really reminded me of the beach. And the colours that remind me of the beach, I'd say like were blue, yellow and white. I think they're quite beachy colours. So to use them in this build as much as possible just complemented it, I think. So there we go. I didn't do much with the room that just leads down to the outside. And that was because it's sort of an outside room. It's not really supposed to be part of the build. It's just supposed to have like a glass door there and then your Sims can go down the stairs and use the outdoor area. So yeah, anyway, this was the kids' bedroom. So I didn't want to make it too kid-ish in here because I thought, well, if you want to age the child up at some point into like a teen, then maybe you could have a room that would fit that too. I've also been trying a lot recently with kids' bedrooms in particular. This one didn't start off so nice, but gets prettier as it goes on. So hopefully you'll see that. It's probably a little bit darker though, I think. I don't know if it's gothy. I don't think it is gothy, but it's a sort of room that may lead to that in the future. Like pre-goth, I think, maybe. I have no idea. That would be a really amazing backstory though, if like the child aged up and she was a goth and that's as far as it goes. Okay, maybe I need to work on that a bit. Be more specific with what's happening. But I was excited about this room. Honestly, I thought that that was a pretty good room by the end. And it's just got a mirror in there, but I think that she's probably too short to even see. So that's a bit of a shame. And yeah, anyway, on to the last bedroom, which is the mum's bedroom. So this one was very teenagery, I thought, as well. But maybe that would go because she looks as if she's a bit of a younger mum. Maybe she doesn't want to be, you know, older and like sophisticated. Maybe she wants to be a bit of a teen still or something. So yeah, this would go pretty well. I know loads of mums like this. I remember like growing up, there was this friend that I used to have and she had a mum, and every single time I went somewhere with the friend, it was as if the mum was our third friend. Yeah, it was amazing. And I always wished for that with my mum. I was like, why can't you be as cool as my friend's mum? Like, why? Like, why can't you do cool things and all that? And my mum was always really strict. But she's fun now. I think that she's exciting now, like when, you know, now I've grown up and stuff, and now that I understand that she is just a sophisticated person, you know, she's very mature. Yeah, anyway, finishing off the last details of the build, going around and just showing you what I was doing with the roof pieces here, because some of you get pretty stuck, I think, with circular roofs or whatever I'm doing there. so I thought I'd include that. Anyway, that is the end of the build. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you all future ones. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all soon.